So while your business is manually processing invoices for 3 hours, your competitor's AI's agents just handled 515 minutes and identified up to 5K in savings. Listen, highly competitive and successful businesses are the ones who are able to implement technologies fast, effectively, and with an open and strategic mindset. Being fast and curious will get you far in the first AI business era. Whether you like it or not, AI is shifting how much money your business is making and saving, but mostly how your business stays relevant and competitive in its market. In this video, you will learn the basics of how to strategically think with AI agents. And in less than 15 minutes, I will give you our native framework for agent strategies, which will guarantee you take the quantum leap in the AI agent race. Welcome, this is Native AI Business Club, and my name is Juan. So let's hop straight into the topic with some context. So what's the current state of agents? The latest Box AI survey, which you guys already know I love, shows that at least 87% of the surveyed business are currently using AI agents, including 41% using agents for fully autonomous operations, showing that the technology has moved well beyond what we can consider an experimental phase. The rapid adoption of AI agents enables workflow automations that really increases productivity through several mechanisms. Why? Because the 24/7 operational capabilities of AI agents ensures that critical processes continue outside traditional business hours, making sure these capabilities can scale operations without proportional cost increases, fundamentally changing the economics of growth on our business. So what do agents really do? Think of agents as digital workers that think and act like your best employees, but they operate at superhuman speed and never take a break. So, unlike basic automation that just follows rigid if this, then that rules, agents actually understand context and make intelligent decisions. Agents are basically powered by large language models, the same technology behind ChatGPT, but they're trained specifically for your business processes. They can read and understand text, analyze data, and communicate naturally. More importantly, they can connect to your existing systems through APIs. I'll explain this concept later, but APIs are applications programming interfaces, or a set of rules and protocols that allow different software applications to communicate and exchange data, features, and functionality in your business. This basically means they can actually take action across your entire infrastructure. And let me show you what this looks like in practice. Let's pretend a potential customer fills out your contact form at 2 a.m. on a Sunday. The agent immediately reads that form and doesn't just see data, it understands the context. It recognizes this person is asking about your premium service, notices they mention a tight deadline, and cross-references your customer database to see their history with your company. Within seconds, it crafts a personalized response addressing their specific needs, includes relevant case studies, and offers to schedule a call. Simultaneously, it updates your CRM with a detailed lead score, flags this as a high priority client for your sales teams, and sets up an automatic follow up sequence. This isn't just automation, it's having your most skilled employee working in a 24/7 shift. Agents can remember almost every customer interaction, learn from every experience to improve its responses, and coordinate across all your business systems. You can almost say the agent is actually thinking through situations, making judgment calls, and adapting its approach based on circumstances. The result, your business operates with a level of consistency, responsiveness, and intelligence that will be impossible for human resources alone. You're not just automating tasks anymore, you're amplifying your business ability to understand, respond, and anticipate to customer needs at a bigger scale. But the most impressive part is that agents aren't just limited to qualifying leads. They can also handle everything from agent research and benchmarking to generating financial reports, handling customer service inquiries, and even email management, scheduling meetings, answering inquiries, and creating quick email notes or resumes. But how do they really work? I just gave you a level 1 explanation of how agents work, but the key to unlocking their potential as a strategy will be based on your ability to fully understand what's behind them. So here's how agents really work under the hood. So let's start with the brain. AI agents are built on large language models like ChatGPT or Claude. Think of it like giving the agent a massive brain trained on billions of text examples. But unlike chatbots that just respond, agents are designed to take actions. You can eventually train your agents to respond based on your business information to have a very sharp and custom profile. That requires a little bit more time and learning, but we do a deep dive into that in our Agent Masterclass course, so be sure to take it in our online community. So, next is the learning memory of the brain. Agents maintain context across interactions and remember previous conversations, decisions, and outcomes. Every interaction feeds back into the system so they learn what works and adapt to their strategies over time. With the brain, we obviously need a nervous system. That's when APIs, the ones I talked before, and integrations become crucial. These are the real power of agents. It comes from connecting the brains to your business systems through APIs. These digital bridges let the agent communicate with your CRM, email, databases, or other tools. The agent can read data, process it, and write information back across all your systems. Then we'll find the decision making engine, the reasoning and actions. When faced with what you call a trigger, like a new email or form submission, the agent receives the input through its language model to understand context, consults its memory for relevant information, and applies reasoning to determine the best response. Then it selects the appropriate tools to take actions and executes those actions across your system. Basically, agents use the chain of thought reasoning process. They break down problems into step by steps, considering multiple factors and making decisions based on your business rules. They can weigh options, consider consequences, and even choose the best courses of actions, then execute it using various tools. But I know you're thinking, how can you trust an agent to take care of your data and your business leads? And that's called the safety layer. Agents operate within defined boundaries with built in safety measurements. They can just take actions outside their scope and they can be set to require human approval for high stake decisions. And they maintain audit trails for everything they do. That's why, even if you're not a technical expert who's implementing agents in your business, you're still the decision maker accountable for understanding and building the safety layers and protocols. AI agents combine advanced AI reasoning with practical business systems integration. You'll essentially build digital employees that can think, remember, learn, and act across your entire business ecosystem. And that's where the next step of creating agent strategies rather than just using them as a tool comes into play. So let me do a quick walkthrough. You can always run very basic agents, just ones that check your email or do some basic research, but you must learn how to create AI infrastructure that you can constantly unfold and improve around your business. That's the key towards building a truly AI native business. The way you create and structure agents in your business is by developing what we call an agent implementation plan. This plan should start with a deep analysis based on two things. The first one is which areas of your business will benefit from agents and how. And second, what level of responsibility and risks will those agents assume in those areas? This will allow you to map a blueprint of which areas should be the pioneers of AI agent implementation to fully control the rollout of this technology. When you fully map this, which you can always create in collaboration with your whole team as an excellent exercise to involve every area, you can really start to implement agents testing with a low responsibility. Always begin with areas where you can fully mitigate and control how agents work, not only as a new tech system, but also in collaboration with your employees. Remember, every tech deployment is 20% new technology and 80% human adoption. This type of implementation has shown huge advantages for multiple businesses in our consulting groups. Why? Because it allows two things. First, it gives you a more controlled learning curve on how implementation work or doesn't in the area you chose to implement. And second, it gives you more insights and control over your team's adoption and management of the agent systems. Remember, AI adoption and success isn't about having the most refined and perfect product, but rather it's a timing game where you deploy and articulate new systems and iterate fast to make them better. Just as a bonus from our Agents Masterclass course for leaders, make sure you ask your team for a weekly report of those agents. Quick 15-minute meetings always work and have shown increased employee interest and high levels of collaboration between team towards new technology adoption with our consulting clients. By doing this, you will create a business culture where you audit AI systems as a team and ritualize the strict control of these technologies. Agents need human AI collaboration. A lot of business leaders forget that agents still require managers or supervisors while they roll out. Those managers are normally your employees responsible for those areas who learn and adapt to this new technology use. Implementing agents doesn't mean you can just fire people. In fact, that's a very bad idea. You need to teach your team new skills, mostly on how to become AI managers. Creating these hybrid teams between humans and agents will allow your business to have an excellent learning curve, making your new AI managers the catalyst for advanced AI implementation and eventual control. You'll see that most bottlenecks in the AI implementation life will start with humans having a little bit of resistance or difficulty understanding and working with AI systems. Then you'll shift or enter to the security and supervision of bugs phase, where you'll face hallucinations and cybersecurity issues as the next bottlenecks. But don't be afraid of this. If you learn how to plan, understand, implement, and audit these systems, I will assure you it will be a very easy and predictable process. Number five, which platforms can I use to deploy or build or launch my agents? You can start deploying multiple levels of AI agents with your IT team tomorrow morning, and you don't need to code from scratch. Platforms such as N8N, Zapier, Make.com, or Microsoft Power Automate will let you build agents visually. You connect your AI models to these workflow platforms, which then connect to all your business applications. More advanced builders use platforms like LangChain, AutoGen, or even custom solutions with APIs. Be sure to take a closer look at which platform works best for your business in our AI Agents Masterclass before you start building with your team. Always remember that AI implementation should always be written, budgeted, and implemented with strict supervision and control. This will make the difference between being in charge of an AI native company and a company that only uses AI tools. Also, be sure to build human feedback loops to learn and correct faster as you explore agents and make them part of your business. And before you leave, let's talk about costs. This is a bonus point. The reality check, it's surprisingly affordable. Most business leaders think AI agents are very expensive, and they can be, but the truth, you can start with a basic agent for under $100 per month. A decent agent team can assist some full-time employees for about 500 to 2,000 monthly, depending obviously on the usage and the complexity of your business and team. AI model usage is charged per interaction or tokens. Think of it like paying for electricity. You basically pay for what you use. For a busy business handling around 1,000 customers interaction monthly, you can think about roughly $10 to $30 in AI basic costs. So what about platform costs? Platform costs vary by complexity. For example, N8N, which is one of the most famous ones, starts free for basic workflows, with paid plans around $20 to $50 a month, and Zapier runs for $20 to $100 depending on the number of tasks you have in your business. And if we're thinking on custom built solutions, for example, LangChain or AutoGen, this might require a developer time upfront but have affordable operating costs. For integration and setup costs, most businesses spend around $2,000 to $10,000 on initial setup, depending obviously again on business complexity. This includes connecting systems, training the agent on your processes, and testing. However, many no-code platforms let you build basic agents in hours and not weeks, so that's the biggest advantage. And here is where the math gets interesting. A customer service representative earning $40,000 annually costs your business about $60,000 with benefits and overhead at the end of the year, approximately. An AA agent doing the same work costs roughly $12,000 to $24,000 annually. That's a 96% saving, working 24/7 without vacation days, sick leave, or training time. And the beautiful part is that agents scale without proportional cost increases. Going from 100 to 1,000 customer interactions might increase your monthly cost from 200 to 400, while hiring human staff will multiply those costs by 10x. And obviously, this varies depending on your business, but an initial $5,000 investment in your agent setup typically saves around $20,000 to $50,000 annually in labor costs, plus the value of a 24/7 availability. Instead of thinking about agent costs, think about the cost of not having them. While you're manually probably processing leads for $50 per hour, your competitor agent is processing them for 50 cents an hour. Please remember, AA agents are the most cost-effective employees you'll ever hire, and they're getting cheaper every month while becoming more capable. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and give it a thumbs up, and be sure to join our native business club in the community below, where you'll find the link for the full AI agent course, where we'll teach you everything you need to know to roll out your agent strategy in less than a week. See you on the next video. Thank you for your time.